What's up, my Taylor family? It's your girl Taylor May Jane here, and we are back with another slay today. Okay, so right now we're just going straight in with the foundation. I'm sorry, you guys, I did do a voiceover. I didn't feel like doing a talk through because my kids were loud. They got up early, and I was just like, you know what? You see them walking back. You see that little shadow moving on the left? Yeah, the kids be active, and I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood, so I just decided to do a voiceover. Right, I just used the Spice Rum foundation and concealer like always, and put that directly under my eye. Under all over my face, and then I went in with the Butterscotch concealer. And I'm just putting this under my eye a little, my forehead, my nose, and I think a little bit on my chin. And that's pretty much, no chin. Okay. Well, I'm using the Rumor 6 base. I really don't have much left. I'm going to have to go to the store and buy some more because this is like one of my favorite things to use under my eye. I try to tell y'all all the time, get that Rumor 6 base or get the Vault because, you know, if you have clients, it works as a great concealer shade. Okay? Oh, tell them. Exactly. I'm telling them, girl. It works as a great concealer shade. Now I'm just going in with Cocoa. Sorry, y'all. I almost choked. I'm just going in with Cocoa to do a light contour around, you know, my face. And then I'm going to go into my Colourpop 210 contour to, you know, get that contour nice and deep. It wasn't too deep. Normally I use the 213. Normally I have a deeper contour than this, and I use 213. But this time I just used the 210. It's a lighter, so it's not too crazy. But at the same time, you know, it give me a little pop, a little shadazz. So now I'm just going in with that base, and all I'm doing is carving out that contour. And I was listening to music, y'all. Sorry. And right here, my freaking brush, I cleaned my brush, but it had a whole bunch of glitter in it. So I had to like take a while to get that glitter off. For some reason, it was just like sitting on top of the brush, like on top of the bristles. And so I was getting it out. But this is just the Instapop cheek brush that I take to blend out the foundation because it's not as big as the Instapop face brush. And you can get in there and get that face blended like seamless, okay? Without disrupting any of your other products. You could just blend out your foundation very beautifully. And I pretty much just did this all over my face. I used the same exact brush for my contour as well. And now you're just going to see me use my regular under eye setting brush for blending out my concealer. You know, same thing. That's the MAC 252S brush that everybody always asks about for my contour. My cut creases and all of that. So yeah, that's just that same MAC 252S brush. It's like my favorite brush. Now I'm just taking my MAC contour kit and I'm just contouring my face. I mean, I'm just setting that. Right now I'm just setting the contour. And it's just, it looks really beautiful. That's why I use this one. Used it because of Chris, makeup artist. He uses it, like this is what he recommended, so I went and got it for my clients, but I use it for myself as well because it just works so freaking good. Then I just go into my Mocha Mami by Fenty Beauty because it just has that really rich redness to it and it gives me like a really beautiful bronze look. I'm always going to use this Juvia's Place palette for my blush. It's honestly just one of my favorites. It works so good for me, so I'm gonna forever like use this palette. Like once I find a blush that I love, I just stick with it. Now I'm just taking a domed brush from It Cosmetics, and I'm just taking my Spiced Rum powder by Toofaced, and I'm just setting all over where I put the foundation without, you know, disrupting where I'm baking right now. I always use the same freaking dip brow by ABH in Ebony. This is my favorite. It's always been my favorite since I started using it like four years ago or something like that, 3-4 years ago. And I think it will continue to be one of my favorites. Like, I'm gonna give the Benefit Brow a try. Like, I'm gonna try out their darker shade and then I'll let you guys know which one is my favorite. Even though they've already pretty much been established and people have their preferences, I'll still tell you guys which one I personally like more or less, so you just have my my viewpoint on it. So I'm just going in and I'm setting all over. I mean, taking the brush that I use for setting all over and just like, you know, making sure I get rid of that cast look from, you know, that translucent powder. And right now, you guys, I literally tried to do 2 eyeshadow looks and did not like them. So I kept wiping them off. And now I'm just reconcealing this eye, like with the Rumor 5 base under the brow and then the Rumor 7 base on the lid. I decided to use the Fenty Beauty Snap eyeshadows. I used the number 6 and I believe the number 1. This black was so freaking rich and pigmented in color. I honestly was so impressed with how great this palette worked out for me. I was so impressed by how rich and pigmented they were. I literally only used a black and then 1 brown to transition. But as you can see, it just faded so soft into that brow bone. Y'all see how it just looks like it's just smoked out? And all I did was use 1 dark brown and it just smoked out so pretty. I was really impressed. I've never tried Fenty Beauty eyeshadows because they usually only make a lot of metallic or shimmers. And I'm not a shimmer type of person. So I decided so I never really used them like that. But this time, now that she has matte shadows, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to give them a try. And I really, 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 really loved them. This is just the Blank Canvas base by Plouise, and I'm just putting this all over my lid, tapping it really good all over, and I'm gonna put a gold shimmer on it from Jlarue. I think that's how you pronounce it. Their white gold pigment. It's really, really pretty. I just tapped that all over and it was gold. It's white gold, but it looked kind of green. I don't know, it started looking green, but I think it's because of the color base underneath it, because I used it on my client as well and it actually looked really gold, but for some reason it looked kind of really green on me, but it came out really pretty, so I wasn't tripping at all. So I started by using the Hank and Henry eyeliner. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. I started by using the Hank and Henry eyeliner, and I just really love the NYX eyeliner. I don't think anything really compares to it, like of how easy, let me not say like the way it looks, but like how easy I can work it. So I start drawing my liner toward the tail end of my brow. As you can see, I'm like, that's how I map out where I'm going to put my liner. I look at the tail end of my brow, I draw it out, and then I, you know, make it kind of rounded on the lid area. And that's pretty much it. Like there's really no tricks to my eyeliner. That's just how I do it. I just like to make sure it looks rounded on the lid, and then like cat-eyed, like up toward the brow, the tail end of the brow. I'm using the same base for under the eye. I think this is the Rumor 5 base for under the eye, so that the black sticks and I don't have to worry about it looking dusty or dusting off. And yeah, that's just like, I like to make my base under my eye really wet. I mean, not really wet, but like tacky, so it's not dry. It don't look powdery. I like it to look like snatched, right? So I am trying the Fenty mascara, y'all, and I have to tell you, I ain't even about to lie to y'all. I think I love this mascara more than Better Than Sex. Like, don't crucify me, I know, but I think I do. Like, look at how my bottom lashes look. Like, they look so freaking full. My bottom lashes never really looked full like that, ever. But they did. Now I'm going in with my Sydejasyanecos lip pencil. And I'm just lining my lips really good. And then I'm going to go in and top it off with her glosses that she sent me. I don't know the names, but I'll definitely, no, I do. I use King Me. I don't know the name of the dark. It was like a dark burgundy one, but I use King Me for sure because that's like one of my favorite ones. You see, it's that darkish reddish one, but I'll ask her for sure. And then I mixed it with King Me. But yeah, y'all, this is pretty much it. Spray that face down, let it go. And then pop your lashes on, sis, and style that hair. I didn't like how my hair came out in the video. Like, if I would have tucked it behind the ear, I feel like I would have loved it so much better, but I didn't. So, yeah, that's just that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. I love y'all. The next video would definitely be a talk through. And, yeah. I ended up dusting this highlighter off because I loved the look way before I put highlighter on. I hated it after. So, I ended up just, like, tapping my powder over it. But yes, I love y'all. Don't go and leave another like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all later. I love y'all. Bye. See you next time.